Hi there, welcome back to my channel. This video I'm going to be reading some 2016 Hollyoaks predictions from the Hollyoaks forums and giving my opinions. Alright, cool. So basically there's a Hollyoaks forum which you guys can go on and have a read off of. It gets updated, now and then, whenever. Um, I'm not in charge of it or anything, so it's not up to me. But there's some 2016 predictions here for the show, and there's 10 different things here. There's other people's answers. I won't read too much of those because it will probably take me long enough to answer them myself. And in future ones, I'm gonna be going on here. There's general discussion of different storylines, and then reading off of things here and giving my thoughts, and going from there basically. I'll do a separate video of my own predictions of the exits, deaths, and returns, and then go back as well and review my predictions from 2015. So that should be pretty cool. But it's basically just a few different things here. So the first one: how long will Rachel and Nathan last as a married couple? If you guys remember, they're gonna go off. Did they already get married? I don't remember them already going. I remember them saying that they were going to go somewhere and get married. Because the father, I've forgotten his name, and Nadia, they're going to get married on the 7th, which is this Thursday, so that should be this Wednesday on E4. It's this week. So Rachel and Nathan, how long will they last? It seems a bit like another sort of, I think, I don't think they'll last that long at all. I think he will cheat. That's not to say anything bad about the character particularly of Nathan, but he already kind of has. I know it was a drunk scene or whatever, but I'd say I'd give them 4 to 6 months, really not long at all. I think they'll have a lot of, obviously it's a TV show, they have to have ups and downs, but I think they'll have quite a few. And yeah, I don't think they'll last very long at all, but I could be wrong. But if I'm wrong, then great. The second one is, who will be the next pair to get married? Nancy and Darren, probably Nancy and Darren. I wouldn't say Esther and Grace yet. I'd give them like a year. I don't know how old Esther is. That doesn't really matter. I think she's old enough to get married. I think she's 18 at least. She must be at least 18. I don't remember her being mentioned as being any older than that, but I think Esther and Grace. I like the idea of Esther and Grace, so I think those two would be pretty good. But I'll say Nancy and Darren again. If not, it will be maybe Maxine and someone, maybe a new love interest, 6 months down the line, something like that. So I'm gonna go with one of those three. Yeah. How long will Diane and Tony last? Well, Sinead isn't there to cause any more trouble, so that won't be too much of an issue. I'd say a year, maybe. It depends what happens with those characters and that. But yeah, I'd say about a year, Diane and Tony, roughly. Depends how many, like an official divorce, if they like an official breakup, not like an on-off thing. Yeah, I'd say about a year. With it being on and off throughout the year. Next one, will any businesses change hands or be formed? Not much happens with the florist now, does it? That could be changed up, because Myra had that, but she's got her own storyline now with Diego in the what's it, camper van thingy outside the dog. Although I think they moved, or they're in the process of moving. We already had a big change with the dog, didn't we? Um, I'd like if the florist was changed to something, and Jack and the Osborns took over that, but they still lived where they're living now. Even if they took over the florist, actually, no, change the business of the florist to something else and have, yeah, Jack take over. Maybe like I don't know, just another shop. Unless he could join with Dirk or something like that in the Emporium, give that a bit more life. I don't know, something like that. Number 5, who will Darren get together with next? I'd say either Maxine or Nancy. I think it's a fair bet after Patrick's gone. Nancy or Maxine, yeah. I can't see anyone else. No, not Leela. She's back with Cameron. Although Cameron's supposed to be with Celine. That's kind of weird. Cameron's supposed to be with Celine, but he sort of went back to Leela. That's kind of strange. Unless they sort of had an on-off thing. It's kind of hard to keep up sometimes, but I think what it was, Cameron had an off again with Celine, and then he went back to Leela. Yeah, who will Darren get together with next? How long will JP, Steve, and Harry last? I'm starting to get annoyed with this storyline because it's just so all over the place. I would like John, Paul, and Steve to get back together. I thought that was the whole, meet under the bridge thing? Meet under the bridge, but that didn't go anywhere. So yeah, or just give all 3 of them new love interests or something like that. Yeah, because there's a couple of new characters on the way, so we'll see how that works out. And they don't necessarily have to be gay, because apparently Steve, whatever's going on with Steve, his character's kind of all over the place sometimes, with the drugs, and then, being with Sinead, like being switched to being straight kind of thing, and then going straight back to Harry. I don't know, his character can kind of be all over the place, so we'll see what happens there. Next person to get pregnant. Oh man, next person to get pregnant. One of the Nightingales, I'd say. Either Nadia or Rachel. I think it'd be Rachel. Maybe from someone else. That's what could cause a breakup there. Yeah, that's what I'd say. Either one of the Nightingale girls, Nadia or the other one as well. I've forgotten her name. The one who temporarily got together with Ziggy, and the one who was talking to Freddie. That one. Yeah, that next person to get pregnant. So one of the Nightingales, as they're kind of new. So, or Cindy. No, not Cindy. She's at Hilton. Maxine? No, she's got many. Although you can have 2 children. I don't know. One of the Nightingales. Next person to cheat. Cameron. I'd say Lucky, but Portia's gone now. Either Diane, Tony, Cameron, or Nancy or Darren. So one of those characters. I'd go with Cameron. Next big disaster stunt to happen. I'd like to see some kind of like hostage situation, maybe in the dog. That'd be pretty interesting. Although, why would they rob the dog? I don't know, maybe the bag of money somewhere. Trevor comes out of jail, here's a bag of money, someone knows about it, they have a siege, they ask for the money, that kind of thing. Hostage situation, couple of deaths. We had one in the hospital, didn't we, for the drugs? But that was like a year ago, so yeah, another hostage situation. But one where at least 2 people die. Because we had Bob that died. Was his name Bob? I can't even remember his name. He wasn't that important of a character. He died, but Freddy almost died. Yeah, have a siege and have at least 2 people die. Like a hostage situation, not a siege. Next person to end up in prison. One of the Roscoes. Maybe Jason or Robbie. They haven't found the gun yet, have they? That Joe has. Although I think they moved it, if I remember. Yeah, maybe that gun. Who knows, maybe it's still somewhere. I can't remember if they took it out of the grave or not. But yeah, maybe Joe, and then that will take him out of the storyline for Mercedes and Lindsay to have a showdown. That'd be pretty cool, and then Mercedes can kill Lindsay. Yeah, have Joe go in prison, not for too long. Have Lindsay be found out as a glove hand killer. Maybe have her go to prison. Mercedes turns her over. Kind of like how they did Louise, Warren, Darren, that thing, because they had Brendan and Warren were fighting, and then instead of Brendan killing Warren because of Louise, I think Joe called the police, and then Warren went to prison instead of being killed off. Something like that with Lindsay and Mercedes. I think that would be pretty good. And then have Lindsay go off to prison rather than her being killed, so she serves time. Then maybe she can come back later, something like that. Yeah, Lindsay. I'll go with Lindsay. Yeah, so that's it for this video, guys. That's just some short predictions from the forums. I'll read some other stuff from the forums in the future, as well as do my own predictions. I'll have to think about those a bit more, rather than just kind of throwing those out. So yeah, I'll think about my predictions. I'll look back on my 2015 predictions, and yeah, do some results or something like that. And then there's always chat on this forum as well, so I can always pull some stuff from here and do some interesting discussion with you guys. So yeah, if you like this video, please thumb it up. If you want to support the channel, please share, please favourite. Yeah, please subscribe here if you're new. I'm going to be doing an exit review for that particular character. Don't want to spoil it in this video in case you still haven't caught up, because you never know. Although I'll put it in the title. But anyway, you might check just your notifications, I don't know, but I won't spoil it here just in case you haven't seen it. That exit for that particular character I'll do a review from, and then I'll, because Freddy's come back, I'll do my thoughts on him coming back. And yeah, subscribe here if you're new. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.